I had two fathers, my real dad, who was highly educated but struggled financially, and my friend's dad, who wasn't formally educated but was wealthy. The difference wasn't luck, it was how each understood money. My poor dad believed in working hard for a paycheck and climbing the corporate ladder. My rich dad taught me that working for money is the slow path, and that making money work for you is the key to freedom. Money is a tool. Most people spend their lives trading time for money, thinking that a steady job is the safest bet. But true wealth comes from building assets that generate income even when you sleep. My rich dad said, "Don't work for money, make money work for you." This idea puzzled me at first, but it changed everything. Assets are things that put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. The house you live in, for example, might not be an asset if it costs you more in expenses than it brings in. Understanding this difference early on is crucial. The rich focus on acquiring assets, rental properties, stocks, businesses, that create cash flow. Most people think that their house is their biggest asset, but if it drains your wallet every month, it's really a liability. Wealthy people buy things that generate income, not expenses disguised as assets. Financial education teaches you to recognize these differences and make smarter choices. Schools teach you to be an employee, but they don't teach you about money. That's why financial literacy is so important. The fear of losing money keeps many from investing, but my rich dad said, risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. Learning about money reduces fear and opens doors. Money is powerful, but only if you understand it. Building wealth requires not just earning, but managing, investing, and growing your money. This mindset separates the rich from the poor. It's easy to get stuck in the paycheck trap, working hard but never truly getting ahead. Most people work for a salary and believe that job security is everything. But jobs can be lost, and paychecks can stop. That's why financial freedom means creating income streams that don't depend on a job. My rich dad taught me the difference between assets and liabilities over and over. Assets are investments that put money in your pocket regularly. Liabilities are things that take money out. For example, a car can be a liability if it costs more in repairs and payments than it brings in value. Financial intelligence isn't just about numbers, it's about understanding how money works. Taxes, markets, opportunities, and risks. The rich study money. They learn how to spot good deals and avoid bad ones. Fear and cynicism keep people poor. Many never invest because they're scared of losing money, but staying safe isn't safe at all. Inflation and taxes erode savings if you don't put your money to work. Real financial freedom comes when your investments generate enough income to cover your living expenses. When that happens, money stops being a worry, and you can focus on living your life. The mindset shift is the hardest part. Seeing money as a tool, not a goal, changes everything. Building assets requires patience and education, but it's the path to freedom. My rich dad also said, "Don't be afraid to fail. Every failure is a lesson." Risk is part of success, and understanding it helps you grow. Education shapes how we think about money. The traditional path is to get good grades, get a job, and work hard. But that's not the path to wealth. Schools teach obedience, not financial independence. To build wealth, you must learn to think differently. Instead of working for money, work on creating systems and investments that earn money for you. That might mean starting a business, buying rental properties, or investing in stocks. One key lesson is to focus on cash flow, not income. Many people earn high salaries but spend it all on expenses. The rich focus on building assets that create steady cash flow, money coming in regularly without needing to work for it. Understanding taxes and how to use them to your advantage is another important skill. The rich use corporations and tax laws to protect and grow their wealth. The poor and middle class pay taxes on earned income and struggle to keep up. Another point is that financial success requires ongoing learning. Markets change, new opportunities arise, and risks evolve. You must keep educating yourself to stay ahead. Financial freedom isn't about how much you earn. It's about how much you keep and how hard your money works for you. It's a mindset, a skill, and a discipline. One of the hardest things to learn is to overcome fear and take risks. Most people avoid investing because they fear losing money. But fear limits growth. My rich dad taught me that true courage is investing wisely and learning from mistakes. Financial freedom means having enough passive income to cover your expenses. That lets you make choices, follow your passions, and live without being chained to a job. Building wealth is a journey. It takes time, patience, and learning. There are no shortcuts, but with the right mindset and education, it's possible. The biggest asset you can develop is your financial intelligence. The more you learn about money, investing, and business, the better your decisions will be. The book ends with a call to action. Don't just work for money, build assets. Take control of your financial future. Change how you think about money and risk, and you can create lasting wealth.